Yes.
That are here.
I find it necessary to be here this morning. We were supposed to have met earlier than now, but on my assumption of office, a lot of activity has prevented me from being here. But last week or so, there was an incident where our men were alleged to have attacked some members, journalists, and probably smoked them. And at that time I was in Abuja, because we just had a police week, and it was to end with the grand finale on the 7th of this month in Abuja, and that was the day there was to be a grand protest, which my men went out to ensure that there is a peace and security in the state. Definitely, you know, that is what we are for, but unfortunately I learned there was an issue in which some journalists were being smoked and embarrassed, and I was not happy about it. I also saw a quote from the PRO publication in which the union were not happy and registered their annoyance about what happened. And going through it, I wasn't actually happy too, because we've been working together well. In fact, the NUD was one of the places I'm supposed to visit when I came, and because I couldn't make it, I made sure that at least at the beginning of the year, they are the first people that will start. I think till now, they are still the only first people we hosted with all our officers when I came, to tell them how important you are, how we need to synergize and work together, because you also know the adage that says the pen is mightier than the sword, and you've been very helpful. I don't see any reason why we have to be confronting ourselves, and I want to believe that on that day, my men were out to protect life and property and ensure there is peace, and probably that criminals does not hijack the protest. And when I went to find out what happened, their allegation was that they were coming, and there were crowd, and the road was barricaded, and while they were trying to open the road, some people were throwing bottles at them, and they smoked those people, and they were also trying to whether steal phone sets or whatever from them. But I know there must be a DP on ground on that day, and we couldn't provide any evidence to show that there was any road being blocked or they are being attacked. The only picture I saw was people being smoked. There wasn't one particular officer that I saw, trying to fire at people. I've told that that person is under detention now, and equally some of them who have participated on that day, because they couldn't give me reasonable evidence why they should do that. And I'm somebody that don't like coming to beg or apologize, so I do my job the way it needs to be done. I'm somebody that don't like begging, so I want to do the right thing to ensure I don't beg. So then they push me to beg, it embarrasses me. But since I'm their leader, I don't have a choice than to come on their behalf. We've been warning them, and I'm sure they will learn their lesson. On that day, before I even came down to Port Harcourt, I've told them to remove the DPU, which they did that same day. And those other ones that are involved too are being investigated to know exactly what happened. So I'm purposely here to come and first apologize for what has happened and let you know that we're not taking it kindly, we're not in support of it, and I'll never be in support of that. We're not supposed to be found in such situation. If at all there's any even reason to do that, there should be evidence to prove, and it should be to protect people, not to attack people. Not to talk of facing journalists. I believe there must be a mistake somewhere. I won't see any reason why they want to face journalists. Or maybe they're in the midst of those people, even as at that, there was no evidence to prove that they had a reason to smoke. So that was why I took that. So I'm here with my management team to tell you sorry. We apologize for what might have happened. I want to promise that it will not repeat itself, even though I can't ascertain that because we can only say for ourselves. But for anybody who does something after being one, will find himself to be blamed. So I came here with my team to let you know that we're sorry, we apologize, and we want to still continue to plead for your synergy and relationship. I believe it will not occur again. And if it does, like I said, we will face their music. So we came to say sorry, and we pray and believe you will accept our apology. Thank you. Can you identify the person you see?
That person you say you have, the one that was firing the tears, that is the person. That's the person. So when he held me, Now I'm standing. So whenever I come out to do these events, this is where my ID card is always hanging. So when he grabbed me, he said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a journalist." And I
need the courage to do the coverage. The video was the presence of police, 3 vans trying to accompany them, the protesters, and the protesters
They were following them.
Yes, they were following them. So what made me to do what I did, like I said, I saw the van. So I said, that means we are protected. So doing this, the keke bus that you were talking about was behind 2. So I don't know how many police persons that came out of. And I realized myself and Orwell and Precious Amadi, I can know that 3 of us we wanted to capture the moment. What we saw from this tall guy he was referring to, because I was from, he was very just a pole away from me. I was doing this. He was firing it direct at me and the protesters. In fact, we dodged. If you see close to that bank, this thing, he threw it at us. We were running into that place. He threw it at 3 of us. We had to come out again, and he still was doing that. So I never. When I heard they said blockage or whatever, Jesus. Wow. Why would I?
Then we have of AIV, we have Biola Festus of News Central, we have Basi ACM of Arise Television, and quite a number, Biodun, quite a number of them that happen now. So when I said no, but now you are here, the simple thing that we want to do is like I told my people. For those that pretend to be journalists that are not journalists, that are quack, we will deal with them. I've told them if you use 1 or 2 to set as example, scapegoat to that others from doing. So our simple request is, okay, you identify some of those officers, especially the ones that we see in the video, like you have equally done to the DPO. We appreciate that, and I think it will serve as a lesson to the other people to be very, very careful in terms of engaging with civilian police. So we also want that particular officer that harassed just, he could not get his name tag and his first number because he has to remove his shirt that day, so he could not get.
I think about 3 of them.
So we want to see that punishments are meted to them to deter them. If they have issues with our officers, they should equally get in touch with us, NUJ, and call NUJ. They say, you are journalists from this media house. Look, this is what they did. We too also have our own disciplinary mechanism that we are going to use to also punish them when they err in terms of doing their job. Like some of our people, they can be very overzealous sometimes to also want to break the news. So sometimes they can break the wrong news. So we also look at them. When your people too are also overzealous to do their own job, we should equally punish them so that we know that we have a wonderful. We are not making so much demand. Just when we see that some of those officers are actually punitive, it's okay, it's fine. Then we appreciate you for coming. Once again, thank you. Welcome to the NUJ. Yes, we like because it was written. We like the police command to just send the apology to the journalists that were involved individually and to their media house. This general one covers for AUJ and that's all. And I hope that this one will not happen again. We can continue the good relationship that we used to have. We cannot actually remove our conflict in every human setting, but let's minimize it. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. One issue. And you know we're also in state of emergency, and we have military joined with us with other squadrons that were brought to reinforce us here to ensure that we're able to police everywhere well. As at early hours of yesterday, there was information that there's going to be protest in Abuja, East, West, and whatever because of this change of solo. So and throughout the night we're deploying to ensure that people are not affected because we know they have a lot of arms there that will be mopping out. And we know there will be a problem there. So we've been deploying since yesterday night, and you probably know that if it was definitely like me, Charles is my very good friend, and I'm sure a lot of people in the command knows him. But we have a lot of visitors who are here helping us in this state of emergency, and they are deployed to different places. So apart from that, we police the state. We still monitor those ones that come from outside who does not know how we conduct ourselves in river, to ensure they are equally being monitored, and that means extra sleepless hours for us. So it's those ones at times will go out of their way because of maybe whatever, when you are in different states, you behave differently because you see different things. So apart from they come to assist us, we still have to ensure we manage them well. So when you're saying we just see us wearing, we have a lot of police in the command here. We have marine police. They are an establishment of their own. They are rivers. They are not under the command. They have their commissioner of police. We have a dog section. We have mounted troop. We have special forces. We have a lot that are here for one thing or the other. We also have them, those that are also protect the governor. All are under the commissioner of police. So, well, you can't vouch for all of them that they will always do what is right. It's only for us to continue to talk to them and sanction those that refuse to do the right thing. Because I won't see why a policeman will go out and then go and start smoking people unnecessarily. So we're always under a lot of when one work is not going on, the other one is going on there. We're always 24 hours having one thing or the other to do. So I want you to appreciate that and believe that we have a lot to manage, have a lot to do, and while we are doing that, we continue to make sure that they do their best.